All right, so we're going to start with just some windmills. Windmills of your arms out wide to the side, 3 times. So feet hip twist. Inhale, draw your arms up and over, and exhale, find yourself in a fold. And then do that 2 more times. Okay, there we go. Last one, I want you to hold it on your up. Lift up and look up. Create like you're changing the light bulb, like Shirley just was turning her fan on. Find all kinds of side body space and length. And before we move, I just want you to think, how am I today? Turn your palms towards me, and don't be snarky. Elbows shoulder height, wrists at elbow height, and we're just going to get a little side bend action here. Left, then center, then right, and center. Now we're going to pick it up. Left, center, right, center. Just a few times. So today I did a yoga class earlier, and it was about taking care of yourself, right? And how am I today? Think of how many times you see people, and the first thing I said to Meg, hey, how are you? And you know what she said? Fine. I don't think you're fine, but that's okay. We got to be honest, at least with ourselves. One more time each side. Good. So create some space and length. Lengthen your arms nice and long. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. We're just going to get little marches. We'll start left and right. Now see if you can bend your legs or bend your arms in half, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. So when your knee comes up, your arms are straight. So if anybody who just joined us, we have standing single leg lift and fold over today. So if you don't have a surface, duck out right now, grab yourself a chair or something that you can hold. Even a wall is fine. Otherwise, you continue your marching. So as you lengthen out, I want you to find your engagement of your rib cage. This is something we're going to talk about a couple of times today. Engage your rib cage, hold it nice and tight, and then let your arms try to pull it apart. Pull it apart. Think of pulling your side ribs away, away, away. Good. Can you lengthen out your shin? So start to point your toe a little bit. Go 5. We're going to continue our march. 2. Last one. Continue marching. Flip your palms up. Draw them in and in, and in. Getting you all warmed up. We're coming into a high plank in just a minute. In 5. Last 3. Last 2. Last one. Now go ahead. Inhale. Windmill your arms all the way up. Stretch up, lift up, look up. Before you fold, how am I? I feel warm, I'm sweaty, whatever it is. Be honest with yourself. Exhale and fold. Take care of everybody else in our lives and hardly ever ourselves, right? Bend your knees deeply. Walk your hands forward and extend your legs back. Find your high plank. Shift forward, backward. Index fingers pointing straight ahead as if you're opening pickle jars. Bring your pinky to the side rolls to feel your shoulder blades compact in your back. Now rib cage cueing again. Same engagement. Pull the rib cage away from the floor. You'll feel your low belly fire up. Just settle stillness into your high plank for a moment. I always get you in a high plank and then we move, move, move. And it's all about choreography and what's going to happen next. I want you guys to be in this place. How am I right now? Am I in a place where I need to put my knees down? Do it. Good. Settle it in. See if you can lengthen your neck. Get a longer neck. Reach the crown of your head forward. Catch your breath. One more full breath in. Huge exhale out. Now step your right foot out wide. Step your left foot out wide. I want you with a nice wide base. Now bend your right knee, lengthen it out. Bend your left knee, lengthen it out. Pick it up. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, bend. Now pay attention just to your hips. Are your hips dropping with your knee? If they are, tinier bend to your knee or quit it all together. You go 5. We're going to move right into push-ups. So stay with me strong in your shoulders. That's why we did all that arm work in our marching. Last one each side. Hold it long. Fire up your quadriceps. Squeeze them nice and tight. Shift weight a little bit forward. You're going to bend your elbows towards the back corners of the room. Exhale, press. Bend, exhale, press. Bend, exhale, press. I know your pointer finger, third palm on, wants to lift. Push that knuckle down. Push it down even harder. Just little bend and lengthen. How am I today? Do I need to widen my base? I like a wide base and push up. You go 4. I just feel more stable in it. 3. Last 2. Hold it on the little bend. Reach your heart forward, crown of head forward. 10 times. You just bend a little bit more, then lengthen a little. Bend a little, lengthen a little. Your biceps are in that contraction. Now you're just going a little deeper. You're not releasing that contraction and finding your triceps yet. You got 5. Stay with me. 4. 3. Last two. Last one. Hold it nice and long. Thank goodness you're in your high plank. Walk your right foot in, walk your left foot in. 10 seconds you have to hold a traditional high plank. Pull your rib cage up. Lengthen out the crown of your head and lengthen your tailbone towards your heels. You have 5. You have 4. You have 3, 2, knees down, extension stretch, toenails down. You totally earned it. So walk your hands forward. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. As your chest releases down, let that stretch through your triceps, stretch through your pecs, release through your shoulders a little bit. Connect your breath and keep your hips nice and high. All right, on the bottom of the next exhale, you're going to slide yourself all the way back in. Take yourself into hands and knees again, and let's cat-cow it out. Inhale and arch. I want you to find that flexion. Exhale and dome. One more inhale and arch. Exhale and dome. Settle back into the center. Replace your hands with your elbows. Let's just knock out this plank series. Lengthen out one leg, lengthen out the other. Walk them a little bit wider, not as wide as your high plank legs. Pushing the floor away, draw your shoulders away from your ears, and lift your rib cage up a little. Same variation. Bend right knee, lengthen it out. Bend left knee, lengthen it out. Now pick it up. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. Find a squeeze of your quadricep on that lengthen. Bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. Good. Now as I bend and lengthen, I start to reach my heart towards my forearms. Push that floor away like it stinks. Draw your heels, draw your elbows back towards the back of the mat. You guys will crack up. It really did stink for me. I found out my dog peed in the basement by doing this planks in the basement. I'm like, well, geez, if I didn't know. Hold it on both legs nice and long. Push the floor away. You have 10 seconds to hold. Can you fire up your low belly? Reach your hips slightly towards your ribs. Fire it up a little deeper. Go 5. Go 4. Go 3, 2, knees to the floor, knees wide, child's pose. Press that floor away. Let flexion happen again in your low back. So working a little bit through flexion and extension. Take your elbows or take yourself onto your hands and knees again, and then I want you to curl your toes under, find yourself a downward dog. Walk out your dog a little bit. I'm going to turn to face you guys in my dog. See if you can really find release to your wrist by pushing through your finger pads, pushing the floor away and decreasing the size of the extent of bend in your wrist. And then look forward towards your hands. Walk your left foot outside your left hand, your right foot outside your right hand. Toes are turned out to the side. See how nice and low your belly settles in between your thighs? Drop your butt. Now lift towards me. Take your hands to heart center. Lift up a little bit. We're turned out flat. You take it down, up, down, up. Find your full foot, right? So the outer edge of your foot, fire up the outer leg line. But don't forget about that big toe ball mount and the lift of your inner arch to find all kinds of engagement. Keep your knees nice and healthy and safe. We got 5 more. 4. We're going to try your rib integration one more time. 2. Last one. Hold it on that down. Extend your arms nice and long. Now reach them forward towards me. You're going to take them out to the side. Passe, lift up. Reach towards me. We did this on Sunday. Pass, lift up. Passe, lift up. Find a push down of your right heel. Squeeze through your right seat. All that power in your right side. Now, as your arms go wide, as you passe, do you find yourself reaching your heart forward? Maybe you're reaching a little too much. Keep that rib integration. We're going to talk about that several times. It's what helps keep your abdominals engaged. We'll talk about it in high C in a little bit. You got 3 more. We're going right into that second side in 2. Last one, hold it on your down. Little pulses down because I feel like when you get up, you allow yourself to stay up. So let's get low for 4, 3, 2. Last one, passe, lift that right, reach. Lift and squeeze, reach. Press left heel, squeeze left feet. Press left heel, squeeze left feet. Yeah, press and squeeze, good. I know it. Well, I had to get you sweating. Shirley challenged me. Just kidding. Go 5 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last one, hold it. Release your chest back between your thighs. Hands to the floor. Just move your heels to line up with your toes. Straighten your leg, bend through your left knee. We're going to stretch through the inner groin on that right side. If you want to widen your stance, go ahead. Bring yourself to the center. Keep your right hand on the floor. Both legs are straight. Reach your left arm up. Find a little bit of rotation in your rib cage. Keep it down. Switch sides, meaning rotation. And put your right hand down. Now bend through your right knee. Press through the outer edge of your left foot. Heart reaches forward. You can always reach it down. You go where you need to go. Back into the center one more time. Heel till your feet parallel. Drop your feet to your heels. And then let's lay all the way back, flat back floor. So grab on really quick. Hamstrings. I want you to just touch through high C. Get high to it. Lower down to low C. So starting to fire up your abdominal wall along the way. And then lay all the way down. So now you've released your abdominals. Reach your arms back behind you and walk them like you're changing that light bulb again. Dock behind you. Get lots of length. And then exhale, draw it in. We'll start with hands up over our shoulders. So ground your arm bones down. Take your knees at hip height. Feet are slightly higher. When your feet come slightly higher, feel your pelvis tilt. I want you to extend your legs a little bit or push your knees away from you so that tilt doesn't release your abdominals. Now from here, just let's do this. Step bend your hands. Take them to both sides. Press your thighs away to the point where you challenge that pelvic tilt. All of a sudden you feel more low back come off the floor. That's too far for you. Now holding here, keep your left hand where it is. Just lengthen right leg out. I want your hand on your side because I want you to squeeze the quadriceps. Push it back in. Lengthen it out. Push it back in. Lengthen. I want you to feel not just the majesty of your body because, man, when you feel your quadriceps squeeze, it's so nice to feel that huge muscle and that contraction. It makes you feel powerful. I know it does. So how are you right now? I am powerful. That's it. I am powerful. Squeeze, then a gentle bend. Squeeze. With your left hand on your left leg, or whatever the leg is still. I think it's left. I want you to keep the knee at hip. As soon as the knee starts to come forward, you release your obliques on that side. No bueno. We didn't come this far to just get here. Nice, Shirley. You've got 3 more. Yes. It's the straightest leg you can get, Rita. You got it. Last 2. Last one. Hold it on that straight leg. Press your other leg a little bit more closer to the wall in front of you. Flex your foot. Now drop that straight right leg down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up, down, up. Reach through your heel like you're trying to push into the wall in front of you. You go 4. You go 3. Last 2. Last one, I want you to hold it. You feel like you're super deep in your contraction. Release both hands from thighs, but keep your legs where they're at. Draw your thumbs back behind you just a little bit. Now draw your palms all the way down to the floor. Thumbs back behind you. Everything is shaking. I understand. Embrace the shake. Thumbs towards back behind you. Then press your palms down towards the floor. Last one. Hold it at thumbs up overhead. Draw your right knee in. Flex your hands, push them, stop throwing hands into your thighs. Take a deep breath in, engage your rib cage. So don't disengage there. Then lengthen out your left and bend it in half. Lengthen out your left, bend it in half. When you lengthen out your left, give a little push to that right leg. I know your body just wants to. It wants to compensate for you. Find that lengthen, a nice little bend. Find that lengthen, squeeze your quadriceps. Again, feel the majesty, but I want you to feel the muscles of your legs and of your feet, which we'll find in a second, that are gonna engage. And those are part of your core. The seat is part of your core musculature. The spinal extensors and mobility, spinal muscles in the back body, they're all part of your core. You have 2 more. Last one, hold it nice and long. Drop down an inch, up an inch, down and up. Flex your foot. Energy out through your heel. So now you start to feel your seat squeeze. Maybe you start to feel your hamstring engage as well. Hold it on your down, reach your arms up over shoulder height. Take them thumbs back behind you. Press your palms down to the floor. Thumbs back behind you. Stillness in your legs. Super huge amount of engagement in your abdominals. I know. Last one, hold it on, arms up overhead. Match your right leg with your left. Just thumbs reach back. Now ground everything into the floor. Knit your rib cage tighter. Pull it down deeper. You hold 10. Hold 9. Release your teeth from each other and your angry eyes. You got 6. You have 5. Go 4, 3, 2. Pull your knees tight in towards your chest. Give a little release. Let's flex your feet and draw your knees out to the side. You can find a little opening in your hips here, side to side. Knees come tight in towards your chest. Rock yourself all the way up. Spin your legs back behind you. You're going to grab your weights on your way up. I'm going to grab light weights just so I can focus on form. So bring yourself up. And then slowly bring yourself short of perpendicular. With your weights on your hips, send your hips back. Sit down nice and low. So I want you in this squat position. If you start to lose squat and you feel too tired, you're welcome to straighten your legs, but I'm going to challenge you here to start out in a squat. Take your arms, palms face the floor, and then bend them in half. You have goalpost arms. Draw your elbows towards me just a little bit. So dial the elbows down. Now from here, I want you to lengthen. We'll start left reaches, pull. Right reaches, pull. Left and right. Good. We have 3 more. We're going to get a little change in movement here. So lengthening out and reintegrate your ribs. Last one on the right side. Keep your right arm where it is. Dial your elbow down. Reach your left arm towards me. Now I want you to sweep it back behind you. Pull it back forward. Sweep it back behind you. Feel your shoulder blade. And where it clicks and cracks, right? If your right arm is tired, draw it in. If you can't maintain the elbow lifted, dial down towards the floor, pull it in. I want shoulder blades matching, flat on the back. Hold it on your back. Little lift up, little up, little up. Pulse your hips down, down, down. You go 4, 3. I know your right arm is burning. 2, it's called, so hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Elbows back to 90 degrees. Reach them both forward. Pull them all the way into your hips. Reach them both forward. You have 4 of these. Consider this a reset. It's called distraction, my friend. I had your right arm working super hard. Left arm, you were like, wait, what's going on? And then you were like, shoot, my right arm. Okay, hold it at 90. Dial the elbows down towards the floor. Left arm stay still. Right arm up. Then, up. Then sweep it all the way back behind you. Sorry about that. Up. And so you make a semicircle laterally. And then as your left arm, that's why I grab my light weight. Dial the elbow down. I knew I was going to start to drop it, and if you looked up, you would see I was guilty again. You have 2 more. Finding a lot of range of motion. Hold it on that back. Little lift up, drop your hips. Little lift up, drop your hips. Dial your left elbow. Dial. Yeah. You go 4, 3, 2. Last one. Both of them come here. Pull in and in. Relax your shoulders down. Shorten the space between your palms. You reach, then pull. Reach. I want you to pull back beyond your center line. You're starting to feel it in your low back, and you just don't feel like you can concentrate on the choreography and the muscular engagement while focusing on the legs. Start to straighten yourself a little bit. I just want to keep your thighs nice and warm while we move through our arm sequence. You have 4. Go 3. Use your exhales. Last 2. Last one. Draw them back behind you and lift all the way to stand. Turn your palms to face up. So they're back behind you. Now I want you to draw them forward, serve the tray, pull them back behind. Draw them forward, serve, pull them back behind. Focus on the space between your ears and your shoulders. See if you can get more space, more of a turtleneck. There ain't gonna be a turtleneck on this planet that's gonna fit you after we're done with you, right? So serve the plate and then draw them back. You have 2 more. Hold them at the serving the plate. You lengthen, then bend. You lengthen and bend. It ends up not being a full bicep curl. I don't want that. That's what the hammers are going to be for next. So can you settle your seat down? Find ease in your lower body now. Finding ease in your lower body requires you to engage your core. So you have that corset, and I just tighten those strings. I know what you want to say to me, but you're not. So hold on to that rib integration we kept finding. You have 2. Yeah, okay. Last one, hold it here, little lift. Little lift, no lift of the wrist. Wrist stay flat, just little lift. I want you to start to squeeze your bicep like I put a rubber band around and you're trying to pop it and pop it. Go 4, go 3. I promise deltoid release. Last 2. Last one, hold it, turn your palms, take them out to 10 and 2. Draw your elbows in. Now lengthen out, pull up, lengthen, pull up, lengthen, pull up. Nice. Checking my music here. Lengthen, pull up, I see. You go 5, 4. Last 2. Last one, hold it halfway. Let's just press backs of hands, back, 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 back. Go 10. So getting a little rotator cuff action. I want you to feel bottom wings of your shoulder blades, pressing your ribs forward, ribs press back against that. 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Both arms, forehead height. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. This is our long lever, so get strong here. Left elbow in, then reach it long. Right elbow in, reach it long. 2 times they go together. In, pull, in, pull. Now single, left, twice, right, twice, twice together. Nice. Use your hips. I'll tell you in a second. Sing twice on one side, twice on the other, and then twice together. We can't possibly mess that up. I always mess the count up. Twice together. Use your elbows pulling in towards your hips. And then I want you to cinch your hips tight away from your elbows as they travel in. So use that as a corset reset, so to speak. You got this. Nice, Shirley. Good, Cal. Try to take your weight at forehead height. The more you bring them up overhead, the more you disengage and you put it in your back. And I want it to be about your shoulders. I promise a little release here. I'm not sure where we're at. I'm going to see Kelly. Kelly's like, shoot, I was going to stop. Hold it at forehead height. Roll your shoulders down. Draw your hands to shoulder height. Now pull your left arm back, then reach. Right arm back and reach. 2 counts to come down and down. Lift it back up. Pull the left elbow back. Right elbow back. Take it down. 2, up, 2. Now can you feel any rocking in your body? Down, 2. The answer is yes. Draw your ribs tighter. Pinch your hips tighter. Down, then up. Good. One more time. Back, back, down. Hold it on your up. Flip your palms up. Take them out to the side. Actually, take your palms all the way up. Draw your elbows in again. We're going to single punches out. I want you to lift your elbow away. Reach and punch. Stay shoulder height. And then pull it back in. Lift the elbow away. Reach and punch shoulder height in. Then pull it back in. Now we pick it up. It goes left. Pull in. It goes right. Pull in. Just single left. Single right. One more time each side. Left. We double them up. Here we go. They go together. Punch. Pull. 4 times. Punch. Pull. Punch. Pull. Last set. Left only. Left. 4 times. Yeah, I singled you out. Hold it in right 4 times. 3, 4 times we go together. Come on, we got this. Punch, pull, punch, pull, punch, pull, punch. Last one, I want you to punch. Lift them up. Flip your palms to face me. Widen out to a T. Draw the elbows, palms in, then drop them down towards your thighs. 2 counts to lift, 2 counts to out, 2 counts to in. Stay 2 counts with me. Lift. Integrate your ribs right here. Yes. Draw your hips cinched tight. Okay, now a lot of stability we just created. You are welcome right here after this drop to take it to tempo. We will lift, out, in, push down, lift, out, in, push down, lift. Integrate ribs. Pull your hips. Integrate ribs. Pull your hips. 3 more. I know your shoulders are on fire. No hold. Last 2. But I will promise a nice arm stretch. Last one. Let them drop down and then go ahead and let the weight pull you forward. Let your shoulders round as you slowly round. Release the weight, throw them out to the side, and just hang heavy. Swing your arms side to side. Let them go. Let your head go. So the same thing that your arms are doing, stretching your shoulders, what your head is doing to your cervical spine. Slowly, we're going to roll this up a little bit, 1 vertebrae at a time. So we're reversing our ragdoll. Last thing to lift will be chin off your chest. We're going to start, check before, yeah. We're going to start in parallel squats. We touched into it a little bit. Facing center, elbows into your side body because I want to release your shoulders a little bit. Draw your knees forward. As you sit your hips back, sit back, weight into your heels and drop. Same angle of your torso is the same angle as your shin. So look down, and as a matter of fact, look down and reach to outside your ankle. Feel your feet drop lower, that's your range of motion. Now lift your chest up. Let's take your elbows right here and just little down, up, down, up, down, up. Look at your knees every now and again, but try not to round too much. Make sure they stay center, right? They don't start to knock in or push out, right in that center line, like there's a ball between them. Go 5, go 4, go 3, go 2, hold it super low, cactus your arms. Left down, up, right down, same variations as marching. We can pick it up, here we go left, up, right, stay super low. Side body movement, mobility, 3 more. Remember what we did in marching? Me neither, but I have a cheat sheet, so I can. Hold it after your next right. Sit lower, extend your arms long. We reintegrated our ribs, that's what we did in marching. You go 4, 3, 2, hold it low, just sweep your arms. Open and close, open, close. Just take all your awareness right underneath your bra strap. Can you keep your ribs reaching towards each other as your arms go wide? Super important. We go 4, go 3, last 2. Now you get full range of motion. Get. Last one, roll your shoulders up, back, and down. You're going to draw your right arm up by your ear. Your left leg is going to kick back behind you. Your left pinky kicks back as well. Same thing we did in the beginning. I want you to press and reach, pull. Press and reach, pull. Press and reach. Stay with your left, kicking back and out. I'm going to say 4 o'clock on the clock. Your arms sweep. Let your arm kind of travel in space. It's some momentum there. It's going to help you get your heart rate up. But what does it do to your ribs? Keep that integration. Disintegration, no bueno. You go 4. Same thing, finding the press of your right heel, 3. Last 2, and a squeeze of that seat. Last 1, now hold it low, reach your arms towards me. 10, get low, 9, 8. We'll repeat that whole thing second side. So you're halfway done. 4, 3, 2, hold it low, your arms go wide, close shut, wide, close shut. Torso, same angle as your shins, right? I know you guys don't have a mirror in front of you, but I'll help you out. Yeah, looks good. Perfect, yes. You go 4, go 3. So we know where we're going. Last 2 should be easier. Yeah. Last one, hold it in. Left up bicep up by ear. Now kick and press back, reach. Kick, press back, and reach. Push down through that heel. Squeeze through that seat. Feel yourself power up. Just like in flat back when we touched our thighs, I want you to feel the majesty of your feet and your hamstrings. Huge muscles in your body, and they are so strong. So how do you feel? I feel strong. Go 4. I filled it in for you. 3. Last 2. Last 1, we hold it low. Reach your arms tall. Reintegrate your ribs. Lengthen tailbone down. Weight to heels, but push your toes down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up. Nice job. We're going to come into athletic V. I'm going to invite you to come to your surface just for some sort of support. If you have a wall and you feel like you could see me, I'm going to invite you to come. I know you can't really see with my feet, sorry. With your back to the wall, your hands back behind you. A little bit. So I don't want you reaching here, just a little bit. And this is your balance. So lift up, hug your heels together. So if this is like too awkward for you, just turn and you know how to settle yourself. Knees bent. So little press down, up, down, up. Let your hands slide on the wall. Down, up, down, up. So what I like about this is equivalent to if we were in the studio and our backs would be towards the bar. Sometimes we would hold on to the bar, sometimes we would use the strap. All of that is meant to open your chest, keeping your shoulders aligned over your hips. Now with your hands back behind you, you don't have the option to round forward. You just can't. Go 10, go 9, 8. I want you to think of every time your feet comes down, your heels come closer to your feet. Go 3, go 2. Last one, hold it low. Now just your left arm out to the side, then let it slide. If your right arm out to the side, then let it slide. Stay low in your hips. reach your hips towards or reach your feet towards your thumb. If you don't have a wall behind you, you're doing this just in the air. If you have a surface, you can just stay one arm. Maybe every now and again you try to balance without that hand on your surface. We'll go 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it. A little press away from the wall. Feel your chest roll open. Hug everything tight. Now just take your heels down, up, down, up, down, up. Little down and up, down, up. Can you lessen the winging out of your heels, of your knees? So lessen this more like 10 and 2. Down, up, down, up. Harder, a lot more control. You go 8, go 7, 4, 3, 2. Hold it on your up. Draw your heels towards your feet, feet towards your heels. We tuck, release, center, then back, center, then neutral. You tuck, release, tuck, tuck, release, tuck. All I want you to focus on is this place between your hips and your ribs. Okay? Think about all the engagement of your obliques, pulling your hip points towards your ribs. And when you release, I want you to be a reset back to neutral. You're not releasing those at all. This is not a cat-cow. You go 4 more. You hold. In 3. In 2. Beautiful, my friends. Last 1. You hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 down. Shake them out. All right. Standing single leg lift. A little bit of choreography here, but I have faith in you guys. So if you have a surface, a wall, I'm going to use the wall as my surface just to see how that feels. But if you're at the wall, you're at shoulder height or below, but not below hip. And we'll start with the working leg is the one away from the surface. You're going to be in parallel. So lift and spread your toes and make sure your feet are hip width. You feel grounded and aligned. Remember I said fold overs are seat work, so we're going to work a little bit into that. I like hand on hip, but you go where you need. I want you to lift that leg away from your surface. Bend your knee in half, then tap it down to the floor. You lift and tap. With your outer, I'm going to say left, but you know, stabilizing leg, we'll call this, and we'll call this your working leg. That way right and left doesn't matter. With your stabilizing leg, I want you to hug your outer thigh in. Spin your inner thigh towards the wall behind you and straighten your leg as much as you can. Do you remember when we parallel squatted and you pressed up and squeeze? With your stabilizing leg, I want you to find that heel push down, that squeeze of your seat, and hold it for the next minute and a half. You got 2. That's not daunting. Last 1, hold it up. Now I want you to tap your foot a little bit closer towards me, then a little bit closer towards me. Then tap it midway. Now it's in line with your other foot. So come forward 3 inches, then forward 3 inches. I know your hip flexor. I know. It needs to work, right? Whenever we talk about hip flexors, we're like, we're going to stretch it. You need to work it. Last one on your forward and forward. Now hold the lift right here. Lengthen, then bend. Lengthen and bend. Spin your stabilizing leg in. Lengthen and bend. You can pick it up and bend. Lengthen, bend, lengthen. You can pick it up if you need that. Go 8. Yeah, Cal. You go 3. Go 2. Last one. Hold it on your bend. 2 times you lift that knee up. 2 counts to hinge back, and then 2 times to press your toe up towards the ceiling. Hinge it forward. Lift your knee. 2. Hinge. 2. Poke your toe. 2. Forward. 2. Lift knee. 2. Back. 2. Poke toe. 2. Forward. 2. Last one. We got this. Hold the poke up. And up, you hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hinge all the way forward. Draw the knee up as high as you can towards your shoulder. You hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stretch in between. We normally don't do that in side work. I want you to take your stabilizing leg and cross it over. Find a figure 4. I know the work that puts on your leg. So a lot of this class is going to be built around opening and mobilizing your hips for fold over. And that was a big one. Standing all the way up, release your foot. Shake your legs out. I'm not going to turn, right? Because then if I turn to not face you, that would not be fun. And I don't have a wall. Oh, I guess I could. I'll go right here. We'll work the other leg. Thank God. All right, feet are hips width. Lift and spread your toes. You know, this is our last side work, last song. Lift your working leg. Hug your outer thigh in. Now you tap down. Lift. Tap. I'm going to turn on an angle. Yeah, tap. Lift. Now work on spreading your stabilizing foot. Hugging the outer hip in. Hugging your inner thigh as if you could spin the stripes on your pants towards the back wall behind you. Go 4. Now you just have this guy for stabilizing. 3. Maybe you don't need it. 2. Last one. Now we're going to step it out. Take it forward. Take it forward. Back in the middle. And back to your foot. So like 4 inches forward. Lift. 4 inches forward. Lead with your knee. Back. Leading with your knee tends to lead with your quadriceps. This is thigh work, remember? Yeah, I know. Last one, and on the back end, we climb that ladder. We stay nice and high. Stay with me, last side. You can do this. How do you feel now? Strong. Lift your knee. Lengthen. Now bend. Lengthen. Bend. Lengthen. Every lengthen. Squeeze your feet harder on your standing side. Ground your heel down to lift up. You go 4. Beautiful, Rita. Go 3. Stay with me, Shirley. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it on that bench. Now 2 counts lift. 2 counts hinge. 2 counts poke. Poke. 2 counts to stack. 2 counts to lift. 2 counts to hinge. 2 counts to poke. As we flow through this, all I want you to think about is the stabilizing leg inner thigh. Hug it in. Spin it back. All that mobility. I get it. Side-feet combo, that's what it is, and I know you're feeling it. Last one, I want you to hold. Oh, changing song. Let's get there. 10 toes. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're there. 7, 8. We end in standing single leg lift. Hinge forward. Draw that knee up. You lift 10. Go 9. Straighter standing leg. 6. Go 4, 3, 2. Push your leg down. Nice work. Cross the stabilizing leg over. Have a figure 4. You want to bring it up higher, you go right ahead. Pressing actively in your outer ankle into your thigh. I want you to push your thigh up into your knee. So yes, you sit down a little bit, but your glutes are strong. Let your now stabilizing glute help you release to the other side. And then bring it all the way up. Go ahead and shake your legs out. So I'm going to use a wall for our mat stretch. Just for your feet on the back. If you don't have that, then ignore all the cueing I do. It's exactly the same as a regular mat stretch. You start with inhale your arms out wide to the side. Exhale, get a bend to your knees and a fold. Nice. Start to walk your hands forward, maybe 6 inches. I want you to feel, I don't care how bent your knees are, feel a pitch way deep into your toe box. So your heels start to lift. Now push the floor away and start to lengthen your knees towards the wall behind you. I didn't say anything about the heels. More weight in your toe box. It's going to keep your hips over your ankles. That's where the hamstring release comes in. As much of a bend of your knees as you need. And then we'll step your right foot forward. Step your left foot back. The only way I'm using the wall today is for support on your back left foot. We're going to come into crescent lunge. So let the back baseboard hold you and support you. Bending your front knee 90 or behind and slowly lift up. Lift all the way up. Lengthen your tailbone down. Now exhale, I want you to sweep. All the way back behind you, plug your front hip in. Lift and lift. Squeeze your left seat. Assuming your left is the back. Exhale, sweep, and reach your right hip back. Last one, I want you to hold it on your up. Lengthen your tailbone towards your back heel. Squeeze your back seat, and then draw your cactus on. Lift the elbows, lift the ribs, lift the chin a little bit. Just kind of push back. And remember what we talked about, dialing the elbows forward this time. It's going to help you lift your ribs. If you feel any compression in your low back, back it up. It's not worth it. Then go ahead and release your arms up overhead. Reach forward and then step so that your hands come to the floor. So if you need to scoot your front foot forward, go ahead. Keeping your left hand on the floor, we're just going to get a nice rotation. Reach up and over. And then exhale, slowly lower it down. Straighten out your front leg. Fold your chest towards the front shin. Back foot is tired or the toe box doesn't like it, put it back flat onto the floor. I get deeper in a hamstring stretch when I'm supported in my back foot. And then lift all the way back up. Let's find the inside, right hand to the inside of your leg. Hug leg against arm, and you're gonna rotate open. Open it up. Use that back leg, push for support. See if you can open your ribs. See if you can press your front hand, turn it back behind you, and drop it to outside your hips, lifting your elbow to the sky. Reach your arm back up straight, and take it all the way back down. Last hamstring stretch right here is straightening your front leg again, lifting your front toes. If it's too deep, put those toes on the floor. Then step the foot flat, push your foot off of the wall, bring yourself into a forward fold again, and walk it forward. I want you to find it forward fold where the hips are over the ankles, or heels, sorry. And then from here, take your right foot back towards the wall behind you. And again, if you're just crescent lunge, it's fine. If you want to lower down that back knee, it's fine if you feel. Reach up towards me. Reach all the way up. Now we flow. You exhale, reach forward. Move your arms back behind you. Inhale, lift up. Nice. Exhale. Let this freedom happen, right? We talked about integrating the ribs, blah, all the whole time. Oh, cinching your hips. Let it all open up. Your front body can open like holy hell, and it's wanted to. Lift it up, look up, squeeze your back feet, cactus your arms, lift your elbows. Press the backs of your forearms back. Lift, find some freedom, maybe a lift of your chin. And then right your arms up overhead, shift forward. Take your hands down to the floor. Straighten your front leg. Find a hamstring stretch with a flat front foot. I'm going to say nose towards your knee. Then press to lift up. Bend into your front knee. Keep your right hand outside. You're going to open up your twist. I'm sorry, left hand outside. And open up your twist. Sweep your arm back in. Hug arm and leg against each other. And open the other way. If you can lengthen towards me, reach your heel long. One last hamstring stretch and we're on our tail end of class. Woo-hoo! All right, back to hand split. Shift back and peel your front toes off the floor, maybe. Let's deep hamstring opener in that front leg. Your right leg, I think it is out in the middle. Plant your foot flat. Take a step with your back foot to your front foot. Relax your head down. Shift weight forward. So if somebody's pushing your butt from back behind you and you feel like you're going to fall, you need your hands on the floor. If that means do it. And then from here, all I want you to do is walk your hands towards your feet. Drop your feet to your heels. And take a deep breath in. All right. Bottom half of your body, check. Let's get into the top half. Grab your hamstrings. Roll your shoulders back. Hinge back. Find your sacrum. Find that knobby sucker and ground it into the floor. Now tipping your hips towards your ribs. Remember in our hips towards your ribs, in our narrow V, we did tucks under. I want you to find that same oblique, tipping your hip towards your ribs. So already connect your mind with the front of your body. Your back body is open, it's ready to go. Just tucks under in high squeeze. Arms are wide. They call these bar arms, right? You always wonder why bar girls have such strong biceps is because they're holding on holy hell during high speed and low speed. At least that's what mine are from. Forget the arm work. You go 3 more. Last 2 with your bar arms. Draw your elbows back. Press them down like they're pushing into your table. So lift your ribs. Now press the back of the rib cage back. Now I want you to just pull your waist down and lift and curl. Lift, curl. You go 10 curls. 9, 8, 7. We're finding our abdominals, right? We're getting out of that focus of body, bottom half of your body. 4, 3. We did this on Sunday. 2. My least favorite, but you know what? I did it yesterday just because I hated it so much. Hold it on that tuck under. Hold it on that curl up. Split your feet halfway so a fist can fit in between. Stack your left elbow over your right. Push down. Roll your shoulders back. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. So your left is your focus right here. Oh, sorry. Your left is your focus here. See it pushing down on your arms. It's going to create rounding in your upper shoulders. So reach your sternum towards your forearms. You go 4. Go 3. Feet our hips width. 2. Last 1. Hold it on that curl up. Now I want you to drop the elbows down as you lift your left knee in. Then exhale, put them down. I lied. Exhale, curl. Inhale, put them down. Exhale, curl. Put them down. If lifting the leg causes too much instability, keep the leg down. I don't care. Press your opposite hip back. right? So as you lift and rotate, your hips want to come with you, just like in flat back, you want to compensate. Push down deeper through your right foot and be stronger with your right hip. You have to hold it here. Little rotate, deeper, for 4, for 3, for 2, we come back center. Tuck, curl, tuck, curl. You can reset here, or you reset here and switch your arms. Roll your shoulders away. Lift your sternum towards your forearms. Press down actively. Hold it on that tuck under. Now lift, knee curl. Exhale, lift and rotate. Exhale, lift and rotate. Get stronger. So I split your legs because it's more instability. But you're stronger. Second set of abdominals today. Your abdominals are stronger, and I believe you can. You go 3. You hold in 2. Last one, hold it on the over. Press the arms against each other. Roll the shoulders back. Now just curl deeper, deeper. You go 4, go 3, go 2. Last one, hold on, reset. Feet hips width. Roll your shoulders back. Tuck it under deeper. Reach your arms forward. So you are base position with your arms released. I want you to widen your arms. How do I feel today? Draw your arm bones back. How do I feel now? Tuck under deeper. How about you feel stronger as you draw your ears back over your shoulders? You hold with me 10, 9, let your teeth go from each other. 8, 7, I will count faster, I promise. 4, 3, 2, lift all the way up. I know you noticed my count got a little slower. I want you to reach your heels long, and I want you to find a forward fold. As soon as you feel your back start to round, stop, okay? Wherever that is, that's as far as you're gonna go when you're roll down. Not everybody loves roll down. When we roll down, our heels are gonna come in. We're gonna roll all the way down to flat back, and then we're gonna lift back up into a forward fold. 4 counts, get there. You feel unstable, keep your knees bent and wide the whole time so you have space for your chest. Otherwise, reach your arms. 4, 3, 2, reach your arms behind, lift 4, 3. Oh, I didn't bend my knees. I lied. I'm sorry. 4. Bend them in. 3, 2, and reach. I find it more challenging with straight legs. You pick. You have 2 more. 3, 2, and down. 4, 3, 2. Reach. Now bend your knees in and grab your hamstrings on the way down. Meet me in low C. Press your feet down. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Third set of abdominals, right? We might feel a little bit beat right now. I know how I get at this point in class. I'm like, God damn. Sorry, I guess we can't broadcast this video now. But I want you to feel stronger, okay? So I want you to think with your hands on your sides, pressing your feet down. You are lifting your heart proud. You lift, you lift. How do you feel? You feel however you feel. How do you want to feel? Your mind will tell you first. Your body will tell you second. You go 4, 3, 2. Hold it on the up. Release your left arm. Release your right arm. Pull left down, then press. Pull right arm, then press 2 times. They both go down and reach. Both go down and reach. You go left, then right. It kickstands. It hits the floor. I know. When it kickstands and hits the floor, use that as an option. Stay with this count. 2 left, 2 together. You go left, reach, right, reach. 2 times together. Use that tap down to find more lift. Think about your thoracic spine, and your body is heavy and it wants to roll onto it. Lift that thoracic spine tall. Ooh, we're almost there, my friends. You got this. I'm not sure where you're at. So let's hold it at the next kickstand of your elbow down. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. I know it's not easy to lift, curl from here. You try. For 4, for 3, for 2. Hands to ribs. Integrate your ribs down. Feel your thoracic spine push down. Now grab your hamstrings, float your feet, knee height. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Allow yourself to get higher. So your arms, remember I talked about bar arms, right? We're really strong because we're lifting up. Now we can just engage in our abdominals and use our arms instead. So you know what I'm going to make you do, right? 3, 2, release your hands from your thighs. You stay this high. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Lift, curl. Go 4. Go 3. Go 2. You stay here. Lengthen out. Left. Then bend. Then right. Then bend. Both of them 2 times. Ugh. 2 times. Left only. It's left. Then right. 2 times together. Out. And in. Out. Hold in. Curl up. 4, 3, 2, we do it again. Left, lengthen, and bend. You can, right, lengthen, and bend. 2 times together, and bend, together, and bend. Left, lengthen, right, lengthen. This is the last one. Hold it on together, not this one, the second one. Hold it on your long leg. 4 times, you curl 4, curl 3, curl 2, and then 1, roll all the way down. Man, that was hard even to demo. I don't know how you guys. Go ahead and disengage your abdominals. Let everything go. Ah, should feel kind of good. All right, let's rock ourselves up to seated. Flip your legs back behind you. We're going to do a short set of neutral spine plank. Don't roll your eyes. Hands underneath your shoulders. Knees underneath your hips. Here's the reason we're doing it. I'm going to tuck my shirt in real quick. There's a reason we're doing this, because we're coming into fold over. And this is the position I want you in fold over, right? Not here yet. I want you to inhale and arch, release your abdominals. Feel them stretch. I know it feels good to stretch them. Exhale, draw them up. One more time. So the way your abdominals feel right now on that stretch, I want you to find in fold over. Not that stretch and release, but the engagement of your abdominals. Curl your toes under. You're going to lift your knees slightly higher or slightly off the floor option. You can always keep them, but keep them really light. You just hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Push into your feet. Draw your shoulders over your wrists. You bend your elbows in. Then press. 8. You go 7. We got this. 6. Tricep push-up. 4. If your knees need to lower to the ground, I'm going to ask you first to snap your waist up. Last 2. Last 1. Now shift it back to your neutral spine plank. You hold 10. 9. Lengthen out your spine. Wiggle that tailbone long. 4, 3. One more set. 2. Shift forward. You bend 10. There is no tricks. There is no holds. I promise. 8. Go 7. Snap your waist up before you put those knees down. If that's what you need, then you do it. You go 3. You go 2. Last one, hold it straight and press back. Ah, press into your finger pads. Release the crease of your wrist. All right. Start to walk the feet towards your hands. Hands to hips, hug your elbows together. Strong spine to lift up. We're going to come into fold over now. So I'm going to pretend that this is a table or something. But I'm also going to keep fold over on the wall in case that's your stabilizing, your support system. So hands on whatever with a gentle bend of your elbows. And I want you to walk your feet back. So here's the deal for me. I don't do fold over here. If you want to do fold over here, go ahead. I don't. It's lifted in my back. It's way too hard for me. So I stay 45 degrees, which is why we did all that spinal stabilizer work. Send your left leg back behind you. Press into your toe box and square your left hip forward. Squeeze your left knee. Now lift that left leg up towards the ceiling. You can have a gentle bend to your right leg. You just squeeze your feet. Squeeze left feet. Squeeze. Squeeze. And I like that you guys don't have mirrors, and maybe if you do, try not to look. All I want is a squeeze of the feet. I don't care if that leg moves. So I need you to really even close your eyes or really soften them. Take the awareness right to your center line, base of feet. Right where the thigh and the butt meet. You just squeeze. That should be my pose right there. This is, hey, you want to do Barre with Eileen today? And that's me grabbing my butt. Okay. Well, it may make you laugh as you pass the video. You go 4, go 3, go 2. Hold the squeeze of the seat. Flex your foot. Draw your heel in towards your seat. Now just draw, squeeze. Heel, heel, squeeze. Heel, heel, squeeze. Be able to take your attention now as you got the choreography to your abdominal wall. Every time you squeeze your seat, snap your belly button towards your spine, right? Because every time your heel travels up, your abdominals want to release so that your foot can get higher. But this isn't a foot higher game. This is a seat strengthener game. You go 4. Now, if your hands are on the wall, I invite you to draw your heels of hands down. So you can't help but engage your core. Down, or squeeze, squeeze, lift. You got 2 more. Last one here. Now find your balance. You lift up, 2. Knee lifts up, 2 counts. Point your toe back, 2. Poke it up, 2 counts. Remember this? I know. There was actually reason for my madness. Poke it up, 2 counts. Lift. Lift that knee, 2 counts. Shift. Lift that toe 2 counts. One more time forward. A little release, but not too much. Poke it up for 2. Now lengthen and bend. Lengthen and bend. Push away from whatever your surface is. Push away and push down on it like forearm plank to lift your heart up. 4. We go 3. We're going to get a little bit of hip movement in 2. Last one. Hold it on your long. Point your toe. Lift. Draw it out to the side. Tap the floor. Lift. Bring it in. Tap the floor. Up and out and around. Up and out and around. You have 2 more. Hug your stabilizing inner thigh in and back. Hold it right here. You just hold lift. Hold lift. This is our lateral lift. Lift. Push away. Push down. Re-engage your abdominal wall. You go 5 and hold. 4. Go 3. Go 2. Last one. You hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Take your legs out. Second side. All right. So now we know what's coming. We can take our attention to our bodies. Feet our hips width. Push down on whatever. Traction your heels of hands towards either your center line or the baseboard, depending on where they're at. Tip your right foot back. Push into the toe box. Square your right hip forward. Now float the foot off the floor. Just squeeze your feet. Squeeze. 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 And squeeze. Sorry about this sound. It's hard for me to hear. Oh, yeah, we'll totally go here. All right, we can rock through this last little bit. Come on. You just take your awareness, not to Lady Gaga or her seat, but to yours. You go 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one. Now flex your foot. Draw your heel in tighter. You squeeze, squeeze, press to lift. Squeeze, squeeze, press to lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Squeeze, squeeze, lift. Stabilizing leg. When we did standing single leg lift, we talked a lot about the outer thigh hugging in. Same thing on that standing leg. I want you to pretend my hand is on your outer thigh, pushing it in. That's going to keep your knee where up along, my friend. Squeeze, squeeze, and lift. You go 2. Last squeeze, squeeze, point your toe and lift. Now shift it forward. Your knee lifts up and up. You shift back. Poke the toe up. Up. 2 counts to center. Up and up. 2 counts to back. Up and up. Travel 1, 2, up and up. Travel back 2, up and up. This should feel like a nice, I want to say a break, but that's not really true. Hold it on this neck back and back. Now lengthen out. I want you to bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen, bend, lengthen. I'm going to switch legs so you guys can see. You go bend. If anybody asks why my left feet is still rocking hard and my right feet falls to my knees, you're going to say that's because room only face one side. Last 2. Last one. Hold the lengthen. Lift your leg as high as you can. Integrate your ribs and pull them back. Now lift and tap it to the side. Lift and bring it back, tap. Lift and tap it to the side. Whatever your surface is, push away, push down. Engage your abdominals. Use the feedback from your hands on your surface to help you engage there. It's going to help keep everything healthy, I promise. You go 2. Last one on your in. Hold it on your next out. Now you just lift, 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 lift. Out to the side. Find that lateral angle. As soon as you do, I know you pitched over towards your stabilizing leg. Push away. You go 4. Go 3. Go 2. Now lift and hold. You hold 10, 9, 8. That was me. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know what I did. Take it in. Take your legs out. All right, it's exactly noon. We have a quick stretch. We're going to take it into a forward fold and drop your feet to the floor because you guys need some middle back and you need some feet. Lengthen out your right leg. Cross your left over. Hug the left with your right arm. Push the floor away and find a nice twist. See if you can ease your left feet. Then unrotate back into center. Take this shape into a figure 4. Press the outer ankle into the thigh so it gets active there. Now maybe you start to hinge forward. If you're like, nah, my back's not loving me. Okay, then stay upright. Hands can be weighty, hands cannot be pushy. You get pushed enough, right? And then slowly stack all the way up. Before we go, I want you to lengthen out and go into a forward fold. And this time, go ahead and round. I will stretch the other side. Don't worry, I didn't forget. So go ahead and round. Let your brain kind of settle in the front, and I just want you to return to how do I feel right now. Slowly roll up. We're going to take your other leg. I think it's the right leg. Cross it over if you want to deepen the stretch. Keep it on the inside of your knee if you don't. Hug it with your left. Push the floor away with your right. Lift and rotate. So returning to how do I feel right now? Sweaty, right? Tired? Maybe a little disappointed or pissed or something. I don't know. You can take it out on me. Unrotate back into center. Figure 4. Active outer ankle. I want you to think, what can I do today? And this class doesn't count. What can I do today for myself? So if you're like, I feel great, I feel rocking. What can I do today to keep feeling great and rocking? If you're like, I feel kind of tired and I wish I felt more energy, lift up, lengthen out. What can you do for yourself today? You can. I have 3 kids. I have 8 kids. I have 10 dogs. You can. Even if it's just, I'm going to find 10 times today to close my eyes, take a breath, and hear my breath. And that's my reset for me today. Whatever it is, however small. And if you talk to other people and you say, how are you? After you're done talking to them and listening, I'm not going to discount that, slowly lift up. I want you to think, how am I? Arms out to the side. And be honest with yourself. Side stretch to the left. Back and side stretch to the right. Lift up, look up, hands to heart center. You guys are my favorites. This is my favorite part of my week is teaching this class. Gosh darn it. I hope you guys had a good class, but I want feedback, so I'm going to pause the recording